Wish I had it fixed.
Call to order the August 8th, 2024 meeting of the Indian River County Planning and Zoning Commission. First item on the agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance, so please stand.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next item on the agenda, are there any additions or deletions to the agenda? None. Approval of the minutes?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Have a second? All in favor?
Minutes?
Says none.
None? Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm cruising anyway.
Well,
I thought we had a meeting last time, but we had a meeting last time. So
We did, but they weren't
Last one
approved
we
in
had.
time, I
It's
believe.
not ready yet.
Thank you, Lisa.
I'm holding you guys responsible for that. Okay, items not on the consent agenda. Songbird Vero Beach, request for preliminary plat approval for a mobile home subdivision to be known as Songbird Vero Beach. Channel FL1 LLC, applicant, contractor, purchaser. Schulke, Biddle, and Stoddard LLC is the agent. Zoning is RMH 8, land use designation M2, medium density residential, up to 10 units per acre. Proposed density is 3.75 units per acre. This matter is quasi judicial, so anybody would like to speak on this matter, please stand up and be sworn in.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
At this time, I'll turn it over to staff.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For the record, Patrick Murphy, Senior Planner with the Current Development Division. As the Chairman stated here tonight, we are to talk about the Songbird Vero Beach. This is a preliminary subdivision plat for manufactured homes. On the location map, you'll see in the red polygon the subject property on the north side of 45th Street, about 1,000 feet east of 58th Avenue. Property is zoned RMH 8. Abutting the site to the west and east is also RMH zoning. To the north is RS6 zoning, and across the street to the south of 45th is IG General Industrial zoning. On an aerial map shows the plat laid out. You'll see that the existing uses, there's actually a trailer park that this new subdivision will wrap around called the Country Trailer Park, which is just north of Zico's convenience store. Immediately to the east is the Silverwood Trailer Park, and immediately to the west are existing manufactured homes. To the north is a single-family residence and undeveloped land that is zoned R6. And I would also like to say that from this slide and all the other slides on, the north arrow is oriented to the left side of your page. To the south, on the south side of 45th Street, you've got the brand-new 45th Industrial Street Complex, which is just now coming online and being occupied, as well as the citrus produce plant. Site plan traffic circulation sheet, what we have here is a full access driveway on the 45th. The traffic study was reviewed and approved by traffic engineering. It did not yield a need for any turn lanes into the site. There's one road that will circle through the property called Linda Terrace. Just north of the pond is their vehicular storage area, and you'll see there's a mail kiosk now required by the post office that you have to have rather than a mailbox for each residence. They now do a kiosk, and they have dedicated a couple of parking spaces outside of the road that you can pull off into. 62 lots is the total number of lots in this subdivision. Stormwater plan, to the east of the site is a large stormwater pond. It's in Tract A, 2.9 acres. The other blue polygons are dry ponds and conveyance swales. They're all interconnected by pipes. They all drain to the big pond. The landscape plan. So this project is required to have a 40-foot wide type B buffer on the south and north property lines for two different reasons. On the south, it is required to actually buffer the proposed residence from higher intensity use on the other side of 45th Street, where it's industrially zoned. And on the north side, the buffer is actually required to buffer a lesser dense zoning category, the RS6. So same size buffer, but for two different reasons. The pond will have littoral zones planted along it, as well as lakeside trees. On the west side is an upland preserve. They're saving 1.62 acres in Tract G. The site has many, many large trees that they're actually incorporating into this design all along the perimeter. In the upland preserve tract, along the north in that type 40 buffer and along the east side along there, the lake there. You can see a strange, like circuitous line that runs through the upland preserve. That's actually going to be a mulch pathway that's going to meander through the preserve and connect back to the sidewalks to create sort of a circular pedestrian plan. The vehicular storage area is also going to have a type C buffer around it to buffer the adjacent lots from that storage. Improvements and requirements, as stated previously, the 40-foot type B buffer along the north and south is required, as well as internal sidewalks along all common areas, as well as the lots. When a builder goes and brings in a new home, they're to put a sidewalk along their lot so it all connects together. Street lighting, the common green space and recreation areas are requirements, as well as the native upland preservation area. The last point you'll see here is the mobile home park requirements. Those are built right into the RMH zoning, and this is a requirement of the site which deals with things as undercarriage skirting, any accessory structures meeting the Florida Building Code, the elevation of the structure 18 inches above the road. So these are specific requirements just to this type of park. They have notes within the site plan that basically regurgitates word for word right out of the code. They understand they have to meet them, and that's going to be a requirement. That brings us to the staff recommendation. Staff recommends that the PZC approve the preliminary plat for the Songbird Vero Beach subdivision with the conditions listed in the staff report. The final tree protection and mitigation plans, landscape buffers, and street lighting all have to be approved prior to issuance of the land development permit, and then installation of the sidewalks and all these improvements required prior to issuance of the certificate of completion. With that, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have, and the applicant is in attendance as well.
So I'm going to start from my right. Any questions? Okay, none. Would the applicant like to say anything, or anybody else like to come forward and speak? No? Okay. At this point, can I get a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve? Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second, all in favor? Aye. Motion approves unanimously. Next item is Commissioners' Matters. Are there any? None? Planning matters?
Again, sorry, Brandon, just, we're hoping not to have
You
the
better hurry.
second, we're still on the clock for timing. Hoping not to have the second meeting in August. But we'll let you know for sure by next week. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Attorneys' matters? None? Meeting is adjourned.